Welcome to DSTV. We are in Chicago. We are at the National Society of Black Engineers Conference 2025, the 5th year time round, and we are here with Titus Kariuki. So welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Titus Kariuki, who are you? I mean, in simple words, at NSBE.
I am, one, the GOAT of NSBE. Two is I'm also a board member at NSBE for the Region 2 Professional Board, where I help with their social media and external communications.
Wow, social media and external communications.
Correct.
So tell us a little bit more about the National Society of Black Engineers, particularly the section that you lead.
Sure. So the National Society of Black Engineers is a whole organization of Black people in STEM to create that community of engineering, Black excellence, etc., you name it. And this part I'll have to stand because of the mission statement. The mission of NSBE is to increase the number of culturally responsible Black engineers who excel academically, succeed professionally, and positively impact the community. And what we do is we have annual programming that centers around increasing that mission. We have chapters across the United States, I think at least 5,000 chapters with students.
5,000 chapters.
At least, yeah, that's my personal guess. We have professional chapters as well in many metropolitan cities, and we help with, STEM empowerment with, I mix my words, but programming that help us get acquainted into the whole STEM ecosphere. A fun fact about NSBE is it started in 1973 in Purdue University, and it was started by famous people called the Chicago Six. There are 6 men who decided, let's create our own thing. Started in Purdue, but they came from Chicago, and the first conference was not in 1973, but 1975 with, take a guess.
Purdue?
Okay, with Purdue. How many people? Give me a guess.
That showed up?
Yes.
Maybe 6, 10, 100?
48.
48 only?
48.
And now we are talking about
16,000.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. And what's funny is those 48 came from Purdue and local schools in Illinois and Indiana. And today, those 16,000 come from across the United States and the world. I say the world because they even have NSBE chapters in Africa. They have NSBE Ghana, NSBE Kenya, NSBE South Africa.
Oh, really?
Yes. They take select few members from those countries and bring them into NSBE to celebrate this event, and then afterwards go back. So people think NSBE is just national, but it's international. And that's a tiny subset of what we've just uncovered about NSBE.
I didn't know it's international. I've been thinking it's all about North America or the US. Oh my goodness, it's a big thing.
It is very big.
So all diverse range of engineers are in this conference.
Yes, engineers and also people acquainted in STEM. So they even expand that bracket to science, technology, and mathematics. And people always ask, okay, do I have to be in STEM? Do I have to be Black? Do I have to be X in NSBE? And the answer is not necessarily, because they have what we call Friends of NSBE. So in other words is, if you have a liberal arts education, for example, you can still increase or put your talents into advancing NSBE's mission. If, say, you do, for example, creative writing, you're more than welcome to aid your engineering friends in how they can creatively express their engineering interests. So long story short is NSBE is open to everybody. Anyone is happy to come and assist. And it has a special focus on getting more Black people to STEM.
Wow, getting more Black people into STEM from all over the world.
Yes.
Really, really noble, a big organization that is novel in approach and novel in their objectives, and it's been able to sustain itself for over 50 years.
And we're looking to the next 50.
And you're looking to the next 50?
Correct.
I know you as a very optimistic as well as a very pragmatic person. I mean, you are here. You also say you are an official, right?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Basically, you try to balance, whatever you do with the activities of NSBE, right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh, wow.
To that point, I like to say that NSBE gave me more than I ever asked for. It gave me a community, it gave me peers who could push me to succeed in my classes. I always mention two of them. One of them, imagine, say I'm 21 at the time. Somebody's 24 and they're making six figures in tech, in Microsoft. And you know, yes, mtu amegraduate tu juzi, ni mtoto bado by age, but they're making an upwards of 120,000 to 150,000 starting.
You are talking about $120,000.
Yes.
With a bachelor's degree in engineering.
Before they turn 26.
Before they turn 26.
Correct. I have a friend from the University of Washington. He uses his PhD degree to create his own nonprofit. Any extra proceeds of scholarships, he funds his own nonprofit, which is worth, I think, $5 million today.
Wow.
Yes. All before he even graduates with his PhD in computer science. And he's paid to do that work.
Oh my goodness.
And I found him in NSBE.
You found him in NSBE?
I found him in NSBE.
You also found your job through NSBE?
I found my job through NSBE as well.
Tell us about that experience.
So NSBE opened me up to different organizations that help us with advancing the populations of minorities in tech, right? And STEM and engineering. And one of those organizations was SHIP. SHIP is the Society of Hispanic and Professional Engineers. And after having attended a few NSBE conferences, I knew what I could do to make the most of a career fair, to talk to recruiters, practice my communication skills, etc. And by the time I took my skills from NSBE to SHIP, my first SHIP conference, I got the job there.
Wow.
Yes. And not only that, I told you that, I've been a veteran leader in NSBE. The skills that I learn in NSBE, like leadership, like management, like analysis, they're highly transferable to any job that you apply to.
That is true.
Which you can talk about in an interview and whatnot. And I was even telling somebody that NSBE leadership gives you MBA level skills even before you graduate school. Yes. So even we were talking about KISA some time back. Me building KISA is as a result of the experiences I've had in NSBE leadership. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. And so all that to say is NSBE, again, has given me everything I could ask for. It's given me podcasts, it's given me interviews, it's given me...
Including this interview?
Including this interview, yes. In a city far away from home. And I could go on, but just know that if you're somebody Black, if you want a good place in STEM, I highly, highly recommend NSBE, the National Society of Black Engineers.
National Society of Black Engineers.
Correct.
Wow, it has given you a lot, that more than you asked for.
More than I asked for.
Including right here where we are. We are on the 30th floor of the Marriott Hotel in Chicago.
Correct.
Did you pay for this room?
I wish I did, but no.
Did you hear what he said? Who paid for this hotel room?
NSBE.
Wow.
Right. So what happens is...
This room can go for about $300 a day.
Right. But...
You've been here for almost a week.
I've been here for almost a week. It ends tomorrow. And that's as a result of doing the work that you're mandated to do in NSBE.
But that work is actually learning, and they're teaching you for free.
I'm telling you. Not every job has to be paid. Not every job has financial gain. But the experience and the impact you create is just so wonderful. Yes.
Wow.
I mean... And, when I tell people join leadership for the experience, yes, you have good, should I say benefits? Maybe benefits, rewards, etc. But I like to say also that should not be your only incentive in NSBE, right? Because you want to abide by the mission statement. You want to lead and inspire the engineers of tomorrow. You want to do what our NSBE founding fathers always wanted you to do, which is to get more Black people into STEM. Okay. And then anything else is, an added benefit, I like to say. Like, I was just talking to somebody a few times back, and I told them the only conference I paid for out of pocket was a conference in which I was not a leader. Yes, I took a break last year from leadership just to get myself into the workforce, my early career, etc. And then I said, okay, I've adjusted to the workforce. Now let me return to NSBE from the professional side and do what I can And the rest is history.
The rest is history.
Yes.
And the future is brighter.
Much brighter than
And
we
you're
can
not
imagine.
stopping here.
The future is so bright, I have to do this.
Look at how cool he is. This is Titus Kariuki, the founding president of the Kenya STEM Association, that fosters, skill set development and far much more among, particularly, students and other scholars from Africa. And it's a young organization that's growing really fast. Share some of the vision of KISA.
So first off, we want to get officially registered as a nonprofit, and sometime in the future, maybe a nonprofit company. We'll see how that goes. Another thing is we also want to fundraise. We want to raise our financial backbone because in today's world, let's be honest, there's nothing you can do much without any finances.
Funds.
Right, any funds. Which should help incentivize our members, make more program activities, and also enhance our infrastructure. Like, for example, now we do meetings on Google Meets, but Zoom is much better. So there's that. Once the funding is in place, then we want to expand. And the closest we can expand to is Canada, right? Because I understand they have a good Kenyan engineering organization. Sorry, Kenyan engineering sphere there. So that's where we're looking forward to. And then after that, we go to the rest of the diaspora. So God willing, we connect to the United Kingdom, we connect to maybe Germany, Europe, and then we go to the Middle East, the same thing, find any Kenyans in STEM. I also had talks of Australia as well, to the southeast of the entire world. And then once the global diaspora is connected, then connect back to Kenya and create that pipeline of Kenyan STEM to the rest of the diaspora, all in STEM, and they get good careers in STEM leading forward, such that you're not just limited geographically, but also expand globally. So that's kind of my vision.
A great vision indeed, and you are really doing it, with stride and balancing it with your work as well. You're about to go to an event tonight.
Yes.
What is the event about? I mean, look at him, Robert. Make sure you are able to zoom at his watch. This is Titus. Wow. He looks not only cool, but sharp as well. And he's a smart guy, don't underrate Titus. He's an engineer by profession. And apart from that, what else do you like to do?
So, like my day-to-day life? So,
I mean, other than NSBE work, other than KISA work, other than professional work, any other hobbies or other things you like to do?
Sure. So I'll start with the common and then go to the uncommon. The common, sometimes I like to, not sometimes, almost every day, I go to the gym.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to prioritize my physical fitness. And a fact I live by is 1 hour in the gym or doing exercise increases your lifespan by 3 hours.
Wow.
Yes.
1 hour in the gym increases your lifespan by
3 hours. It's scientifically and biologically proven. So whether it's running, whether it's lifting, whether it's doing anything, for 1 hour you increase by 3. That's
Go to the gym.
Go to the gym. If not, just do some press-ups, do some sit-ups. Just get your body moving.
Get your body moving.
Yes, I'm a big philosopher in that.
This is Engineer Titus Kariuki, also, I keep saying, the founding president of KISA, Kenya STEM Association. Do you go to church?
Every Sunday, yes. In fact, it's interesting you bring up the church. So, personally, I'm a practicing Catholic. My household was raised Catholic. And over the past decade or so, I invested in music.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it's
funny. What is this thing with engineers and music? There seems to be some connection. So, I mean, I interviewed Kirunda, who's an engineer in Indianapolis, Indiana, and he's now a DJ playing music at a club every month. And I'm surprised that not only him, I just interviewed, a lady from Caltech, and there's also some music in there. So what is this? So what do you do with music?
Okay, so I play the piano.
You do?
Yes, I do. The story behind that is when I was in Form 1 back in high school, in second term,